I want to be in old New Hampshire. I want to go. Hello, this is Robert Cameron Weir, Chair of the Publications Committee for the New Hampshire Society of Genealogists. I wanted to talk to you quickly this afternoon about a resource that I'm really excited about. I've used for many years, and I think any serious researcher in New Hampshire genealogy should be aware of, even though it's not one that you can get to automatically by following the green shaky leaf on Ancestry or other easy search engines. It requires some manual navigation, but it will reveal a lot of information. We mentioned it briefly in volume 34, number 2 of the New Hampshire Genealogical Record on page 31. This article by Lily Waddell and Ruth Craig was referred to as the Sargent Index. It says it's an index of New Hampshire town record books. And it was created early in the 20th century as part of a project of indexing, and collecting, and indexing and copying of New Hampshire town record books. These are the books that contain everything from vital records to tax records and inventories to town meeting records to cattle marks, all sorts of miscellaneous town records. And they're a little bit tricky to navigate without, and nearly impossible to navigate without having this index, because this tells you where to find your ancestors. So let me show you how to get a hold of it. And you start off from the Family Search homepage, you log in, you want to go to Search Catalog, and you type the location you want to search for. We're looking for records pertaining to New Hampshire as a whole. So type in New Hampshire, say search. Scroll down until you get to New Hampshire Town Records Indexes, expand that, and the one you want is Index to Early Town Records, New Hampshire Early to 1850. As you probably know, New Hampshire did not start statewide collection of vital records until 1866. So if you're looking for information about people before 1866, it would have been originally recorded at the town level, and having access to this index becomes all that much more important, since this takes you from the earliest days through 1860. It's not complete though. There's many communities in New Hampshire that aren't in this index, including some of the larger cities. Manchester, Nashua, Dover, Keene, for example, are not included in this index, but the rest of New Hampshire, most of the rest of New Hampshire is here. As you can see, this is a set of microfilms that have been digitized originally from a card catalog of names, alphabetical by name, 2 pages worth. The article that we have in volume 34, number 2 is about this last one, where they put Negroes, quote, and Indians in at the very end of the book. But let's just take an example and see what we're looking for if we look at one of these collections. And we'll just go into a random page here. So here's Nathaniel Weir, name, last name, comma, first name, what community he lived in Hampton Falls. And this then is references to volume 1 of the vital record, or not vital records, of town records for Hampton Falls, and what page numbers Nathaniel appears on. He appears on page 37, 38, 42, 43, 46, et cetera, et cetera. There's a few additional notations here. FR, 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 FR. That stands for family record. So that would be a vital record where the whole family is mentioned together on the following pages. And that makes it especially interesting. Occasionally you'll see, like in Kensington, Nathaniel Weir may be the same person, maybe a different person. MR, that's a marriage record. And those are the 2 abbreviations you see most commonly. Where you see no abbreviation at all, you don't know what the record is, but usually it's going to be some form of miscellaneous record. I mentioned in a town meeting, town meeting minutes, for example, he might have been appointed to some position, or might be in a tax inventory or something else. But my recommendation is, when you have the opportunity, if you see an MR or an FR, marriage record or family record, go there first, go to that page number first, and you're probably going to find some genealogical tidbits of interest there. If you don't find anything there, you have to go through these other records and see what little tidbits of information you might find there. Might all be relevant. Let's actually work through a real example of how we can use these records. I'm going to the New Hampshire Society of Genealogists, NHSOG.org webpage, to our queries page where we have some member queries. And I want to take a look at this most recent one we have here from Mel, which seeking any information about one Elhanan, with variant spellings, Chase, born 1799, New Hampshire, first married to Lucina Stoddard, second wife, Catherine Martin. I believe this was in Belknap and later Cheshire counties, et cetera, specifically looking for the parentage of Elhanan. Well, that's a relatively unusual name, Elhanan, though Chase is quite common. So let's take a look in the town record index, see what we can find for Elhanan Chase, born around 1799, maybe in Cheshire or Belknap counties. So we go to the index and let's see, we need to find Chase. Okay. Chase is a little bit in this volume, a little bit in this volume. I'm going to take my bet and say, let's take a look at this one. And we're dealing with 14,000 index cards here. So let's see where Elhanan Chase is. I'm saying it starts off with Elhanan. It starts off with Chase. Elhanan's near the beginning of the alphabet. So let's take a look at like page 2000. Samuel. Okay, we need to go earlier than that. Let's try 1500. Molly, let's try 1000. John, ooh, let's try 500. Francis, 400. Emma, we need Elhanan, we're getting closer. 350. Elizabeth, so we want ELH. Let's say 320. Still Elizabeth. 310. Elijah, and I'm gonna say 300. Eli, 290. Edward, so something closer to, let's say 295. Elbridge, I'm just going to go page by page, see if I can find an Elhanan. Eleanor, Elhanan. Okay, we got an Elhanan here in Richmond, New Hampshire. And let's see if we have any others. It goes from Elhanan to Eli. So a single entry for an Elhanan Chase. And it looks like it's in a record set or a bound volume called volumes 1 through 3, and a family record on page 357 in Richmond. So now we have to find out where the Richmond town records are. We're going to search family search again. And we're going to go search catalog. And this time we're going to search, instead of just New Hampshire as a whole, we're going to search for Richmond, New Hampshire, Cheshire County. And we're going to look for town records. And there's a town records, 1770 to 1852. And it looks like they have digitized 2 record sets here. One's volumes 1 through 3 and the other 4 through 5. But we definitely want, looking back at the card, volumes 1 through 3, page 357. So we'll take a look at that. And we see the whole collection goes 519 pages. We want something in the middle. Let's try page 150 or so. Okay, so immediately you should notice that this, just based on the handwriting and the type of paper and this bound numbered volume, this is a copy of the original record book. Someone hand copied, wrote out a longhand, copied the book. So we're going to look for these page numbers. This is not handwriting that you would expect from 1799, but we need to go a bit ahead if we want to find page 357, 385. Let's try page. Now we try to narrow on that. 357, not yet. Okay, and now I will go page by page to get to 357. Okay, this is right. So we're looking for a mention of Elhanan Chase on 357. So okay, I think I see it here. So it says William Chase, born January the 16th, 1785, with an asterisk next to it. That, okay, it says the date having gone from the original and cannot be verified by the proofread. The dates having gone from the original cannot be, so I'm not sure where they got the date then, if it was in the original, maybe from another source. And this presumably listing his wife, Hannah Chase, born June the 15th, 1787. That would probably be his wife, 2 years younger. Peleg Chase, born July the 2nd, 1792. Not sure what the relationship is over. Elhanan Chase, oh, there he is. Elhanan Chase, born March 5th, 1798. And not sure there's Fickens, Dickens, something Ickens. Chase, born June 26th, 1800. So let's take a look at the previous page. Maybe there's more to the family. That's what we missed there. That's not actually the father. Those are all children. Here's the father here. Record of William Chase's children by Rhoda, his wife. Rhoda, R-H-O-D-A, his wife. So Mary Chase, born April 23rd, 1781. Royal Chase, born February the 11th, 1708. And that says torn. So the original record was torn. And that might be why some of this other stuff has asterisks next to it. So this Elhanan Chase, I don't know whether it's Mel's ancestor, but this particular Elhanan Chase appears to have been recorded in the Richmond Town Book as being the son of William Chase and Rhoda, his wife. And let's see how this compares. This one says he was born March 5th, 1798. According to Mel, he was born in 1799. Heck, that's pretty darn close. This looks like this is a lead, perhaps worth tracking down. So that's an example of how to use the index to early town records, this lesser known resource, but a really important one for helping to navigate, the vast set of treasures that can be found in early New Hampshire town books up to around 1850. So that's about it. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later.